Hello again there folks, Lone Adventurer here. Thanks very much for stumbling your way upon my channel, joining me for this adventure. Today, the table in front of me looks a little barren. We are playing a game that really takes this concept of micro games down to the absolute bare bones. And so we're playing a game where the game doesn't even exist. No, that's not true. We are playing a game called Korg, and it exists on a credit card, essentially a plastic card the same size as a credit card. So on this side we've got some art, and on the other side we have the rules for this game. Now that's not entirely true, because the game also comes with some expansions, essentially, all of them card sized, all of them on these pleasing little plastic cards which you can take out and about with you and will hold up to being battered around a little bit more than ordinary paper. You know, paper falls apart quite easily. And I'm just looking at this, I think Pocket Korg. This is all stuff that I got at the same time from Dungeon Havoc. Yeah, Pocket Korg. I'm not even sure what that is. Maybe I'll need to cover that separately. I don't know. So this is all stuff from Dungeon Havoc. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's not called Twitter anymore, is it? But maybe you don't want to go there. And you can get this game on their Ko-fi. Ko-fi? Coffee. Maybe it's pronounced coffee. I think it probably is, isn't it? On their Ko-fi page. So this is the same designer of a game called Korg. This is a little zine. It's only got a couple of pages. So where Korg is I guess like a pared down version of Morkborg in a way, Korg aims to do the same thing but for cyborg. So it combines the minimalist sensibilities of Korg with the tone of cyborg and sort of meets in the middle. It has obviously more complexity than Korg, but not a lot more complexity. But yeah, so it's the same designer. That is Dungeon Havoc, who put this game together. So in this video we're going to have a little look at all of the resources that I have now got for Korg, and then we will play a little game. When we do the playthrough, you will see just how pared down and minimal this game is. So these rules on the back of this card, you can play Korg with these rules. You have a tiny bit of introductory text here, some stuff you can buy in a shop, some encounters you can have in some ruins, and above here you've got sort of the rules for encounters. And there you go, that you can play with that. Now on the other cards we've got here, they all got a name? Okay, maybe well this one says Slayer Korg, so I don't know if these all comprise Slayer Korg, or it probably doesn't really matter. So this card here, we've got additional shop items on this side, and then on this side we've got a new location to explore, the Dragon's Lair. Then on this card, again, we've got some additional shop items on this side, along with some nice sort of silhouette art there. And then on the back, we've got two more locations. We've got the catacombs and the fetid swamp. So comparing those locations to the ruins, they look similar in terms of difficulty, so I don't think you have to explore the ruins first or anything. You can choose which one you want to do. The Dragon's Lair has a cumulative effect. Every time you do an exploration, the next time you explore, you add on one. So gradually you'll face more and more challenging creatures, and you'll be exposed to these creatures here, including ultimately the dragon, for which you have to roll 12 or achieve 12 on d6, adding on your cumulative explore number. And then on this final card, what have we got? We've got just 2 more locations to explore. The Tyrant's Keep, where you seek the death of the tyrant. Okay, so it's got a cumulative effect and a few more details there. And then the Putrid Bog, where you seek the death of the troll, which will always return unless you defeat it using the Flame Blade. Where's the Flame Blade? Is that available here? No, that's the Frost Armour there. Okay, the sword you already have becomes the Flame Blade if you defeat the Will-o'-the-Wisp. So there you go. A lot of game. Well, a surprisingly large amount of game given just how small this is. And obviously this is the smallest game that I have. The most minimal game that I've played. I know there are a few other sort of credit card sized games out there, but this is the one I've got, and I think I might be slipping it into my wallet or making a super tiny solo role playing travel pack or something like that. I'm getting to the point now where I have enough small bits and pieces and resources that it might be fun to put something like that together. Anyway, let's play Korg, shall we? So you have your adventurer. You can retire at 50 gold pieces. So if we get 50 pieces of gold, we can retire. We've essentially won the game. You start with 20 HP max. So we're starting with 20 HP. Our max is 20. So we can shop or we can explore. Now it doesn't say that we start with any gold, so presumably we cannot get straight into the shop. We've got to do some exploring. And I think we'll start using just this main card. So we've got some ruins to explore here. So we'll just review the extensive rules of the game before we get started. You cannot flee without items. To fight, roll greater than X on D6 to defeat the foe and get GP. Else take damage. Alrighty, let's get started, shall we? I think I'll record my encounters here and we'll see how far we get. So I need a d6. So we'll roll d6 to see what we are encountering. 4. It's going to be a wraith. So wraiths have a target number of 5. Ooh. So we have to roll more than 5 on a d6. I think that's quite an unlucky creature to get. Well, we'll see how it goes, but you know, knowing my chances in terms of rolling a 6 when I really need to, will probably just die. But it only does 2 damage, so it's going to take quite a while to kill us. And we would get 4 gold pieces, which would be nice. So let's give this a go. We've got to roll a 6 or lose 2 XP. Okay, I'm going to just keep track of how many XP I'm losing. So that's 2. Hey, and we've done it. Fantastic. So we've gone down to 16 HP. The Wraith is defeated. We are going to get 4 gold. So GP 4. So we can now optionally shop, or we can continue to explore. Let's have a quick look at the items available in the shop. For 2 gold pieces we could get a rope, which allows us to avoid a trap once. I can see there is a trap on at least one of the other cards, and we've got the pit trap here if we roll a 1. Caltrops allow us to flee a foe once. For 3 gold pieces we could get a shield, which allows us to avoid damage once. 4 gold pieces will allow us to buy a potion that allows us to heal d6 HP. 5 will give us a sword. I suppose I'm just fighting with my fists at the moment. +1 to defeat a foe. We can't afford the sword yet though. And for 10 gold pieces we could get armour, which would reduce the damage we receive by 1. So I guess I'm going to immediately spend all of my GP and get a potion. So at least we can heal if we need to. Alrighty, let's go. 6. Oh my days. That means we're facing a demon. The demon has a target number of 4, so it's slightly easier to hit than the Wraith. But it does 6 damage, but would give us 10 gold if we defeated it. So we're going to go in and have a go at this. We've got to roll a 5 or a 6 to succeed. That's a 1, that's a fail. Taking me down to 10. Six. Lucky. Okay, so that was a demon defeated, and that's going to give us 10 gold. That's big. That's going to be really helpful. We could immediately get our armor. We could get a sword. I think it's got to be the sword, really. So we're going to spend 5 on a sword. I think I might just buy a second potion and immediately use it to heal. So that's going to cost me 4. That seems fairly reasonable to me. So I'm left with 1 gold and I'm going up to 14 health. Now we're equipped with a sword. 6, it's another demon, but we're getting +1 to attack rolls now. So here we go. 5, that is a success. The demon is defeated. I think I've been quite lucky here, rolling a couple of demons straight away. So that will take me up to 11 gold. I think I'm going to hold off shopping and just do another explore roll in the ruins. 2, a skeleton. So my target number here is 2. So all I'm trying to do is avoid rolling a 1 on my attack, and that will defeat it. Okay, so 2 + 1 for attack is 3, which is greater than the target number for the skeleton. Skeleton is defeated. Skeleton gets me 1 gold, taking me up to 12. I'm going to think about maybe having a bit of a shop now. I'm not sure I need the caltrops to flee a foe at the moment in the ruins. Maybe if I was going into one of the other locations where things get a little bit more sticky, but here I think that's okay. So I could have a shield, that might be handy, and obviously the armour would be pretty sweet. So I think I will buy a rope to avoid the trap. Is that worth doing? I guess the trap is automatic. You can't avoid the trap unless you've got the rope. So we will get some rope and we will get a shield. That will cost me a total of 5. So that's taking me down to 7 gold. Alright, let's explore the ruins again. 6, it's another demon. Rolling a lot of 6s. And I'm rolling very lucky as well. So 4 + 1 for my sword is 5. The target number of the demon is 4. So the demon is defeated, giving us 10 gold. Let's go straight in on another exploration of the ruins. And we come across an ogre. Target number of 4. 3 + 1 for my attack is 4, so that is a miss, taking me down to 10 points of HP. Let's attack again. Remember, we can't flee because I perhaps foolishly didn't get the caltrops. Let's hope this doesn't... Oh, there we go. 6, so that is a success. The ogre is defeated. We get 7 GP, taking me up to 24. Perhaps we should keep on going. I'm just wondering whether we should switch it up and go somewhere else. Maybe we will just go to one of these other locations. I'm tempted to keep this video quite short and snappy, see if we can win the game in the next 5 minutes or so. If we can't, we'll just stop, and then maybe come back and do a second video in which we introduce Slayer Korg that has these more chunky locations to explore. So let's go into the catacombs, shall we? 1. Interesting. So we've encountered a spike trap, which does 4 damage to us, taking us down to 6. However, there is a little exclamation mark here and a note down here. There is D6 gold pieces at the bottom of the spike trap. So yes, we've suffered some damage. However, we're getting 5 gold pieces and rolling really high, 29. Right, I think it's probably time to use my potion. Actually, I will purchase a new potion and immediately use it. So this is going to cost me 4 gold pieces. 6, that is ridiculous. And I'm going to do it again. 1. Okay, well that evens it out a little bit, doesn't it? So it's taking me up to 13. Cost me 8, which is taking me down to 17 gold pieces. Back into the catacombs. 1, that's another trap. Oh, I forgot to use my rope, didn't I? I have rope to avoid a trap once. Question is, do I want to avoid the trap? Probably. Let's avoid the trap. So I'm going to use my rope to avoid the trap. Let's have another go. 4. 4 gives us a ghost. The ghost has a target number of 4, does 2 damage, and gives us 4 gold pieces. Let's have a go at defeating the ghost. 4 plus 1, because of my sword, gives us 5, and that comfortably defeats the ghost, getting us 4 gold pieces, up to 21. Let's just go in straight away again to the catacombs. 3, a ghoul. And this has got a target number of 1, so this will be alright. Yes, it is. Gets me 2 gold pieces, up to 15. Oh, that was my HP. Up to 23. We're going to explore straight away again. 6. That is a lich. Target number of 5. 6. Ridiculous. Ridiculously good rolling. So the lich is defeated. Gets me 10 gold pieces. We're going to go straight in again. 2 gives us a zombie. Zombie has a target number of 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, so that is safe. 1 gold piece for that. You might notice that it's so hot here that I've got the door open, which means you can really hear that magpie. I'm going to have to chase off a magpie. We can't have that during filming. Alright, hopefully that saw off the magpie. If it didn't, I'll probably have to close the door and just sweat in here. But I think we're almost at the end of this playthrough. Let's go into the catacombs again. 3, another ghost. Target number of 4. 4 plus 1 is 5, which means we defeat the ghost. We get 4 gold pieces. Now, what possessed me? Why did I reduce? Oh, right, I was distracted by the magpie, so I crossed out my 33 gold and I put 1, whereas actually we should have added 1 on for the zombie, taking us to 34. Plus 4 for the ghost takes us to 38. We're actually pretty close to retiring here. Let's switch things up and go into the fetid swamp. 4. Slime. Oh, look at this. Slime destroys your equipment. So the slime has got a target number of 4. Its damage is to destroy my most expensive piece of equipment, and then it gives me D6 gold. Oh, now's the time that things go wrong. So I've lost my sword. No! And now I've lost my shield. Ah, and now I've lost my potion. Oh, come on. So we're trying to roll a 4, really. Now I don't have any equipment left, and it doesn't say anything to do in this situation. So really, and there we go. On that roll, we would have succeeded in destroying the slime. Get D6 gold. 4. So that takes me up to 42. Now at this point, I guess I would have the option of repurchasing a sword for 5, or just forging ahead and seeing whether I can defeat enough stuff without the sword. I don't really fancy my chances going into these locations with no equipment whatsoever. But I think we'll leave that there, folks. We'll leave it there for Korg. So that is Korg from Dungeon Havoc. What a clever little concept. I'm so glad I sent off for it. If Caleb has additional copies of this left, you can purchase it on his Ko-fi page. I'll include a link down below. Caleb is working on a new game, which I guess is called Scars of Silvos. He's included a little note here, a taste of what's to come for Korg / Scars of Silvos, hoping to get it together for November or December Kickstarter. So inside this little bit of paper, I think is a little bit of like playtesting material as the game of Scars of Silvos, which is the next game coming from Dungeon Havoc. Yeah, a little bit of playtesting material from the development of that game, and that is super cool. I think it looks really funky. I like the look of it a lot. I'm not going to share it with you now just because I don't know whether... There he is again. That's a loud magpie. I don't know whether Caleb would want that to be shared on camera. So now that I need to go and chase off a magpie again, unbelievable, I think I will leave it there. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any comments about Korg, drop them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye from me, and bye from the magpie. Bye for now.